So, as fears over the safety of high street building societies and banks increases, millions of savers are actually turning to high street stores and supermarkets as a safe haven for their cash. But are these guys any good? Well, M&S Money here offers a great range of ISAs, Asda has some good loans, Tesco, which has over 5 million customers, is a great all-rounder, and Sainsbury's has one of the best savings accounts on the market. But are these guys any good? Well, let's talk to the experts and see. So we're joined now by David Black from De Facto, banking correspondent. David, are these supermarkets any good? Are they really a rival to the high street banks?
Some of the products they have are extremely good. Unsecured loans from Tesco's and Sainsbury's, for example. On the credit card side, Tesco's with their 0% balance transfer offer. They also have one of the better credit card reward schemes if you use their club card deals option. But to my mind, the big strength that the supermarkets have is the fact that people have to visit them every week, potentially more than that, sometimes generally in person, but a lot of people can shop on the internet now. So they've got ready marketing from people that are using them and trust their brand. Tesco's probably have the broadest product range in terms of offering, and rumour has it they're going to start with current accounts and mortgages fairly soon as well. Once they do take on board current accounts, I think there'll be a major threat to the established banks. If you look at the ownership of them, Marks and Spencer's Money, for example, is owned by HSBC. Tesco's now own their own Tesco Personal Finance, I think it's called, entirely. They bought out Royal Bank of Scotland's share. Sainsbury's are a joint venture with Lloyds Banking Group. So it's really a question of, when it comes to safety, of just do not have more than £50,000 in any one institution in terms of savings per banking licence.
So we're here outside the Tesco Metro on High Street Kensington to see if we can find anyone willing to put their money with a high street supermarket. Would you consider putting your savings with a high street supermarket instead of a bank? Do you think they're safe?
No.
No? Even with banks falling left, right and centre?
Yeah,
you would know. You'd stick to a high street bank?
Yes.
I wouldn't put it anywhere. I'd leave it in my house.
Yeah, under the mattress?
Much better.
What would be your view of saving with, say, somewhere like Tesco? Do you see them as safe?
Yes, I would have no qualms about it.
Would you view, say, a place like Tesco as safe for your savings?
I kind of view them as the same probably as the banks and the rest of them at the moment.
Really?
I don't trust anyone.
Oh, right.
Under my mattress, I'm joking.
Oh, under your
no,
mattress.
but no, I'd have to know more about it really. I don't really know much about
You haven't
the high
considered
street
it?
savers.
Okay. Sure. Would you consider putting your savings with a high street supermarket instead of a bank?
Of course.
You would? Would you view it as safer than say a place like RBS or Lloyds or somewhere like that?
Well, you're speaking to a banker though.
Oh, I'm speaking to a banker. So you would view supermarkets as a safe home for life savings?
Well, I assume you're talking about the man in the street who's going to put something under 50,000, which is insured by the government.
Yeah, absolutely. Would you view that
as long as you're government backed? Yes, you're fine.
Okay, fantastic.
The government's going to stand behind it.
Would you consider putting your savings with a high street supermarket instead of a bank? No? We wouldn't see it as safe?
Never.
To sum up, are supermarkets a rival to banks? Should we keep an eye on them?
Certainly keep an eye on them, but more important, look at the products they're offering. Sometimes they'll be very competitive, sometimes there'll be better deals elsewhere. So if you're a saver, the thing to do is don't keep your money in the same variable rate savings account for ever and a day. Switch around, you'll probably get a better deal. And occasionally that will be with a supermarket.
Okay, David, thank you.
You're welcome.
So are any of these guys actually safer than high street banks? Now, as we've just heard, many high street stores and supermarkets are actually owned by banks. That is, of course, apart from Asda. But then all of the high street stores, bar Asda, have separate compensation licenses. Confused yet? Well, at least you know now that you can pick up an ISA the next time you go out for a pint of milk.